Dear students, in yesterday's class, I have discussed with you some basic concepts of capital gain. In that, we have covered meaning of capital gain, types of capital gain, capital asset, types of capital assets. In today's class, let us discuss what is the procedure to compute taxable capital gain. So two types of capital gains are there. One is short term, another one is a long term capital gain. In today's class, let us understand how to compute taxable capital gain. We have to focus towards only short term capital gain, not long term capital gain. I will cover long term capital gain in next class. First, let us study what is the format. What is the format of computing taxable capital gain, that is short term capital gain. So first, sale consideration. Sale consideration means capital gain is nothing but it is income arising out of sale of capital asset. So therefore, whatever the amount is there of sales, that should be taken first, sale consideration. So in that sale consideration, first we have to deduct cost of sales. Here cost of sales is nothing but at the time of sale of asset, whatever the expenses are incurred, such expenses are treated as cost of sales. Cost of sales, for example, we have given commission to broker for selling the asset, that will be treated as cost of sales. If such cost of sales are there, they should be deducted from sale consideration first. And secondly, we have to deduct cost of improvement. The asset we have sold earlier, if we had done any improvement to that asset, so that improvement cost should be deducted secondly, that is cost of improvement, right? After deducting cost of improvement, lastly we have to deduct cost of acquisition. So here cost of acquisition is nothing but the asset which we have sold, the cost of purchase of that particular asset. So here whatever the asset we have sold, so before that we had purchased that asset, that purchase cost is treated as cost of acquisition, that should be deducted. So after deducting this one, the amount we get, that will be treated as a taxable capital gain. Okay, so before solving one problem, once again I will explain you what is short term capital asset, what is a long term capital asset. See, first of all, here assets are land and building. Land, building, both of them are material asset, not a documentary asset. So therefore here we have to apply the rule of 36 months, right? So to solve this problem, first let us see, from the following particulars of Mr. Raju, you are required to compute his taxable capital gain. So Raju has sold two assets, land and building. About these land and building, he has given some information. Based on this information, let us solve this problem. First information, date of purchase. He had purchased land on 1/1/2020, building on 1/2/2020. Next, cost of purchase. Land he has purchased for 10 lakh, building 20 lakh. Sale consideration, he has sold land for 15 lakh, building for 30 lakh. Cost of improvement, to land he has spent rupees 1 lakh for improvement, and for building he has spent rupees 2 lakh. Brokerage, at the time of sales he has given brokerage of rupees 20,000 for land, 30,000 for building. Date of sale 1/3/2020, 10/3/2020. See, first date of purchase is 1/1/2020. Here date of sale is 1/3/2020. That means he has kept that asset for 2 months only. 2 months only, that is less than 36 months. When it is less than 36 months, it is treated as a short term capital asset, and on the sale of short term capital asset, whatever the income we get, that is treated as a short term capital gain. So this is short term capital asset. Next, building. The purchase date is 1/2/2020 and sales date is 10/3/2020. That means he has kept that asset for around 2.5 months. Around 2.5 months. So this is also less than 36 months. So therefore we have to apply the rule of 36 months. So this is less than 36 months. So therefore it is also treated as a short term capital asset. Now whatever the income we get on these assets, that will be treated as a short term capital gain. Now let us solve this problem. So first, in the format, in the heading you have to write computation of taxable capital gain. First let us take land. So as per this format, in this format first sale consideration is there, so let us take sale consideration. Sale consideration of land is 15 lakh. I am taking here 15 lakh. So as per this format, secondly we have to deduct cost of sales. As per this format only I am deducting cost of sales minus cost of sales. Cost of sales of land is rupees 20,000. See, 20,000 brokerage is there. Brokerage is treated as cost of sales. I am deducting 20,000. Balance will be 14,80,000. 14,80,000 balance. Next, so after deducting the cost of sales, as per this format, cost of improvement, if there is any amount of improvement that should be deducted. If there is no improvement, that this step should be skipped. But in this problem he has given the cost of improvement, so let us take cost of improvement minus cost of improvement. Cost of improvement of land is rupees 1 lakh. So I am taking here 1 lakh. Balance will be 13,80,000. 13,80,000. So after deducting cost of improvement, as per this format, cost of acquisition is there. Lastly we have to deduct the cost of acquisition, so minus cost of acquisition. Minus cost of acquisition. Cost of acquisition of land is cost of purchase. Cost of purchase and cost of acquisition both are same, 10 lakhs. The balance will be 3,80,000. Balance will be 3,80,000, and this particular balance is treated as a short-term capital gain. Short-term capital gain. Computation of short-term capital gain, it's quite a simple process. In the case of long-term capital gain calculation, we have to apply cost inflation index. So in my next class I will explain you that. I hope you have understood the short-term capital gain procedure of computing short-term capital gain. I have solved short-term capital gain of land, and I am letting you to solve yourself about building. So compute the taxable short-term capital gain of building and send the same copy in the group itself. Right? Thank you.